The Gurgan quietly spoke. This earthquake is but an omen. The tremors that pull the crystals into the earth and brought forth monsters are nothing compared to the darkness which to come. 4 orphans have been raised by the priest Topapa in the remote village of A crystal has sunk into the earth due to the earthquake, and the 4 boys have come in an adventurous mood. They had only intended to test their courage. Yes, people, it is time to unveil the one game that I thought I'd never find myself doing, but I found myself doing it anyway. So, for one thing, let's slow the speed down a bit, because I can't read that fast. But yes, I am going to do 2, not 1, but 2 games. Well, maybe 3. But yes, I am going to do it. And welcome to this Let's Play. And of course, just like the last Final Fantasy game, well, this one, of course, will have names. And since these are 4 brothers, well, I might as well do this. The first one, of course, is me. Let's see, who's blue? I think I know one. Of course, he's still in school, I suppose, but it's probably the only other person I would want to put in an LP along with me. Because after all, why not? Well, yeah, we can only put in, we can only put so much, so just put in Upstar. Of course, his name is UpstartDJ. The only other guy that I know that I wouldn't mind putting his name out there. Let's see, the third would be... He's not much of a LPer, but yet he still does some good work. And lastly, another guy that I know that really should be in this, and trust me, he has somewhat been in a few. He's been around, I can tell you that right now. Ugh. Oh, come on, really? One moment. Okay, I think we're back. Alright. Just because he kind of supported me in the... He supported me, and I've heard from him quite a few times. He's been busy. I know that for certain. Four brothers of the game.
Ouch. Fall into a pit. Shucks.
I know what you're thinking. Why does it sound like that? There.
Are we gonna be alright in a place like this? Hey, it was your idea to come here.
Hey, if you got time to fight, you've got time to look for a way out. Come on now, really? Thank you. Well, let's take these guys down, shall we? We get 9 gil, 1 capacity, 12 experience. Find a potion.
What were those? Oh man, what are we gonna do now?
Get some stuff. Like a letter shield and a potion. Of course we are at rookie level, and that's what the Onion Kid is, a rookie level.
Huh? What's the matter?
That rock's a bit hot.
Now that you mention it.
So let's see. Find another leather armor. Leather shield, not armor. Let's see. Yes, we have to do it the old way. We have to do this the old way, y'all. Next room. If you go over here, we find a Southwind. Southwind is basically an ice elemental spell. So we're facing a Carbuncle, and an Ifang. Downed. Don't hit him, he's stringy! Damn you! You take that potion and you drink it. Will you leave him alone? He's very stringy. Downed. Well, hey, I would want these guys in my corner. Shit. So we get 24 gil, 2 capacity, 16 experience. Another potion found. We all get a level up. See what's over here. I believe this is... You jerks! Now remember, my other brothers aren't as stringy as me. I have body fat. Everybody else has muscle. I just have body fat. Oh, yes. We earn more capacity, more experience, and in here we find another potion. Further up we find in here another potion. To our left. You bastards. Don't you hit him! You jerk! Retro? Really? Don't be falling on us now, man. About time everybody got a level. Over here. And notice we can't save. So we have to be very careful while we're in here. It's been a while since I actually played this game, so... It's a spring!
What an odd color. Let's try drinking it.
Before drink.
I feel power welling up inside me.
Full restore. And we find another soft one. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. One's agile, one's muscular, one has high intelligence, and one is just there. Doing what he does best. Do not hit him!
I will not allow you to hit my brothers.
Even though we are puffballs right now. Heal. Yes, I'm taking it one step at a time. And you saw why. Yes! He's getting better. His eyesight is getting much better. We get 8 experience just for that? Really? Well, let's go in here. And this is the room of the ring crystal. And just as soon as we get here... What's this? Something evil attack. Meet our first boss, the land turtle. He is vulnerable to ice attacks. So while 2 of us will hold him off, Retro, advise you throw stuff at him. See? Don't you hit him! Yeah, you can hit me, but don't you hit the others. Jerk. So we have gained 500 gil, 31 capacity. A 33 experience. And that's enough to give us a level. So we approached the crystal like so. The crystal began to sparkle. You have been chosen. Hey, the crystal talk! Take the last of the light, last of the hope, remaining in me. At this rate, this light will soon vanish as well. The balance of everything is crumbling. When you take the light, you will be able to receive great strength from the crystals. You are the ones chosen to keep the hope. You must not let this world disappear. Lights around the fort. Welcome to Final Fantasy February, and to start it off, we are going to be playing Final Fantasy 3. Brought to us by Square of 1990. Yes, I decided to do Final Fantasy 3 as a Let's Play. Four stout-hearted warriors shall trudge forward and sweep away the darkness, so that once again the crystal will shine with the light of hope. You can go outside through that magic circle. Your quest begins here, light warriors. And with that, we now have obtained jobs. Now, this is the first game to actually introduce the job system. And, of course, right now, we only have 5 to choose from. We have the fighter, the monk, the white wizard, the black wizard, and the red wizard. So since I like using swords, I'm going to be a fighter. So of course you have to do the following. You have to remove everything. Everybody has to lose all their equipment in order to change jobs. And that's with every time you do this. Now, if it was standard Final Fantasy, like Final Fantasy 1, it really wouldn't matter because I could have like a female character. But since it is going by storyline, I am doing 4 guys. So therefore, yes, it is going to be 4 guys. Named after 4 people I know on YouTube. Because that's how I always do it whenever there's a Final Fantasy feature. I always pick 4 people that I know very well on YouTube, and I put them in as tribute characters. I do that in my book too, so that's the reason why I do tribute characters. That's why I dub them tribute characters. So what I'm going to do is change myself from a rookie to a fighter. Upstart, let's see. You can be a monk. For you, Retro, I shall change you into a red wizard. And Vice, you shall be a black wizard. Now, of course, as you know, whenever you change jobs, it will cost you capacity. Like the first couple jobs, it has cost me 32 capacity. So we had to re-equip everything again. For the knife, the helmet, the cloth armor, and the shield. Now, as a monk, Upstart cannot use any kind of weapons. Therefore, his fist will do the talking, as always. And if you put anything on him, if you put anything on a monk, namely like a glove or nunchuck or something like that, their power will instantly go down. So therefore, it's best just to keep them as is. As for red and white mages, I shall put you in the back because you're both kind of, you know, somewhat stringy. Yes, stringy, that's right, they're stringy. And of course, mages are naturally weak. Physically weak. So therefore, just to save them, I'm going to put them in the back row. Difference between the difference between red mages and black mages is the fact that they can wear weaker equipment, but they cannot wear everything. They cannot wear every kind of equipment, so therefore you're going to have to deal with robes and everything else. So now that we are properly equipped, let's get out of here. And where we're going to is the town of the town of the underrated. And we are going to the Elder's house. Which is right here. I sensed that something happened. I sensed that something had happened to you. Now listen to what the elder has to say. Hi, Grandpa! The man who raised the orphans told Papa the other. Dad, I know. I had no idea you'd be chosen. Easy, Upstart, Retro, Vice. First, you must know that this was no accident. The Crystal have chosen you by their will. Don't let their power, don't let your hearts of light go to waste. Begin your journey. Seal off the power of darkness. Thanks, Dad. So, we as the four brothers of gaming and light, we have been chosen to bring back the light of the internet. I mean, the light of the world, which is the internet. And of course, on each side is, on the right side is revival, on the left side is restoration. So on that note, I think we made some good progress here. So of course, as you all know, you have to buy spells. And only red and white mages can use healing spells. So I'm going to get pure. And of course, you have to make sure that you equip that you do this. You give it to the one person who can use the spell. So namely, Retro can use the spell. So therefore, he only has one spell, and that is Purify. And of course, you know, Black Wizards have more HP than Black Mages have more MP than red or white mages, because their magic is more attack based than anything else. Let's see. Let's buy 2 of these. Because copper armor is the best thing to have right about now. So for our mages, boost their defense by just 1. And on that note, give 1 to Vice. And the good thing about this game, which is why I enjoy 5, is that the jobs are not permanent. They are very much interchangeable. So that is always a good thing. Let's see, what do you have for weapons? Longsword, I'll take it. And I'll buy 2 daggers for Vice and Retro. And I'm going to equip, instead of the knife, a dagger. that, I think that'll do. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to save. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here, and in the next part, we're going to take on the next part of our journey. As Final Fantasy Month begins and continues with Let's Play Final Fantasy 3. Stay tuned for the next part.